You may be wondering why I'm up here on this rooftop with the beautiful view of downtown Fredericksburg, so stick around for this week's episode and find out. Before we start the episode, I want to recognize our sponsor, Shore United Bank. Shore will be there to help guide your financial journey every step of the way. Visit them downtown or at Harrison Crossing. And now, onto this week's episode. Today I'm at 541 William Street, which is the home to a few different businesses. Fredericksburg Fitness Studio, the Insurance Smith, and the Retirement Smith. And it's also the home of the owners of these businesses, Jennifer Scherer and Jeff Smith. So Jennifer, Jeff, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So why don't we start off by talking individually about these businesses. So Jennifer, you run the Fredericksburg Fitness Studio. So tell us about your business.
Yeah, so Fredericksburg Fitness, it's our second location. We're really excited to be downtown to capture that population of people that, are committed in the downtown feel of things. We wanted to have an experience at William Street different than Cowan, where we offered all four of our core services as one package. So personal training, Pilates, the nutrition therapy as a registered dietitian, and then the recovery services. Over time, we found that it's becoming more of a second location where we can still kind of a la carte those services at William Street. But the most exciting part for me personally is that Jeff and I have committed now to become master Pilates instructors. And so we're offering like the group apparatics class on Saturdays, which allows 6 different apparatus in an hour. And it's just a whole lot of fun to teach.
Very
cool. Yeah.
And so Jeff, you're an instructor at Fredericksburg Fitness Studio, but and then your businesses are the Retirement Smith and the Insurance Smith. So tell us about those.
Yeah, so, I started, the Insurance Smith in 2002. It's a mature business, and I have great staff that kind of handle the insurance end of things. I'm still very much active in the Retirement Smith, where I'm a registered investment advisor. I've built, a business here that is made up of wonderful clients that are in this area. And but it's also afforded me to work with Jennifer for sort of the passion piece for me, which is fitness. And like she mentioned, that we both have become master trainers in Pilates, which I didn't see coming a few years ago, but here we are. This location has allowed me to, before work, train people, and on weekends train people, and not have a bad commute.
Yeah, absolutely. So the connection of the businesses, first of all, is that you're married. Then talk about the other connection, like the type of clienteles that you have, and how that's led to another thing that you do, which is the podcast.
Yeah.
You want to take that?
Sure. I would say when we started thinking about fitness and finance, at first we were like, well, there's nothing real, what are the similarities? And we started really thinking about like a conversation at the dinner table was, we're dealing with seniors that are very vulnerable, and they're expecting us to be a safe haven at a time in their life where they're letting go of their career and they're starting to travel. And we wanted to allow that idea that can be the best part of their life. But without their health, there's really not much left. And of course, if you don't have the finances to be able to afford the lifestyle, so being able to team up and really help retirees realize that it does take some mindfulness and planning in both departments to make the most out of your retirement. And those are the topics that we talk about in the podcast. It's like overeating and overspending, or like childhood messages from, both food and money, and trying to open these honest conversations and be, dive into that psychological piece of things.
Yeah, certainly on the surface, you don't recognize the overlap. It takes discipline to do both, right? I mean, to stay fit, it's not easy, right? You have to commit every single day, and building your bank account doesn't just happen, right? You have to commit to saving. You have to have that discipline. So,
what's the name of the podcast, and where can people find it? How often does it go out?
Yeah, so we're once a week, typically. It's called Fitness and Finance Radio Podcast. That's a mouthful. But you can find it at Amazon, Apple, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And we do post it on our Facebook page too, both of us. So
cool. And this is your studio right
this
here.
Is our studio,
We're doing this interview.
Where all the magic happens.
Yeah, very cool. So I wanted to talk a little bit also about, you mentioned that you have a short commute. So you all live here. I know initially when the city permitted these 3 buildings, they were all kind of intended to be like live-work units, and where the owner lived upstairs and then had a business downstairs, and that kind of didn't happen for a few years, but now it is, both with you all and with Orpheum Wellness. It must be nice, right?
Yeah.
Living right here and working here as well.
It's a dream,
It is a
honestly.
dream.
I mean, I've always imagined a situation like this. I am admittedly a workaholic. So the close proximity is sometimes problematic because I can't, kind of detach. But I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I jokingly say that the Pilates studio is like a playground. I go down there and yes, of course I'm at work, but also I love what I do. And I think that's part of my, like, being able to live in a beautiful downtown location and then be able to also, like, fulfill my purpose. I feel like this is part of my mission in life, is just to be able to share my passion with other people and educate them. It's a real blessing. I mean, I couldn't imagine anything more, honestly.
Yeah. And don't have to get up at 5:30 for a 7 a.m. anymore, So that's kind of kind of a huge bonus. But.
Yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful space and it's a beautiful building from the outside, and your signs look good, really nice. And you're right in the heart of downtown, close to the Hurricane Park. And so where can people find you online if they want to learn more about the businesses?
Fredericksburg Fitness. You can also just give us a call. The best thing to do is book a discovery call.
And you can go to the retirementsmith.com and click on a link about us or contact.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, Jeff and Jennifer, I really appreciate y'all joining us today and showing us your beautiful home and studio. And I look forward to checking out your podcast sometime soon. So
great. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's going to do it for this week's edition. We appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our newsletter, and we'll keep you up to date on business activity here in the Fredericksburg region. See you next week. And thanks again to our sponsor, Shore United Bank.